Morning, y'all. So Tara and I have spent the last couple days putting up the rest of the top plates. You can see that all the way around there. And then I doubled those up because they are sandwiching the little 45 brackets. And we've been able to install better than half of those. And we've got 3 or 4 of those left. Well, no, 8 of those left to do for all the posts that are down there. And yeah, we had some delays. The top plates went up easier than expected, but then those 45 brackets have been a little challenging. All the green wood is seizing on the screws. I had to go to a bigger bit, drill it out a little bit to allow the screws to be put in all the way. And that was a little disappointing. I didn't want to have to do that extra step, but it is what it is, and it's coming right along. We happened to have a really nice day yesterday, but unfortunately, we had some appointments, and that was a bit of a drive to go down to those because they're not here locally, and so that kind of wasted half the day yesterday. But we combined it with a bunch of errands and things like that, and got some stuff done. So it'll trying to be as efficient as possible. And so now our goal today is to finish off the rest of those 45 brackets, and then in the times that we are waiting for the drill batteries and the impact driver batteries to charge back up, we have been working on denailing all those trusses. Those were trusses that we got from that shop demolish that we did a couple months back, and that's actually going a little easier than I was fearing, having done demolishes in the past and having to denail all sorts of wood and things like that. Things are going pretty well. The nails are coming out easy. The few oddball screws and things like that are, yeah, it's coming along a lot easier. We've got most of those denailed, and those will, as soon as we're done getting all those 45 braces up, we'll end up start coming up with our system to put that up. We're hoping to get a good chunk of those put up today if we get the 45s up in place, and then if we can get a chunk of those up, that will leave next week, because tomorrow I go back to work and work for 3 days, and then come back and start working on it again on Wednesday. Assuming we can get a bunch of stuff done on Wednesday, then we travel over to family for Thanksgiving, and then life will be happy. If we don't get a bunch of those trusses up, then we are going to end up canceling our Thanksgiving stuff and working on that, because we need to get this roof above us before the snows really kick in earnest. The few little inches we got last week was nothing compared to what the winters normally are here. So we want to get at least the roof above us, and then we can work on the walls in our spare time. But we've been making plans. We picked up some more lumber today, and so maybe I'll do a quickie video of the installation of one of those 45 brackets, and that way you can see what we're doing. But it's been a process. Things have been slowing down, and that's been a little disappointing, because I was hoping to have the trusses up by now and starting on the actual roof panels, but it is what it is. You roll with the punches and you get things done. So hopefully we don't have to suffer through the cold too much further. And that being said, I'll check back later. Well, got all the cross braces up. This is one of the corner ones that overlap there to create just a little bit of an eave off the end of the A-frame structure. Let's see up here how they're sandwiched between those, going all the way down. The trusses will sit on top of these. Well, not on this one that I got pictured right now, because this is the end one. But yeah, trusses are the next part of the game. We made up a little bit of time with this, so I'm happy with that. On to trusses. So we've gotten to the point where the bracing's all up. We've cleaned up the area. We've de-nailed all the trusses we've needed, which leaves us a little bit extra for the wood shed, the garden shed, and stuff like that. For the friends who helped me haul some of that stuff in, that big pile is now almost gone because it was sticking out to about where the trailer is. And yeah, we moved all those trusses over and the remaining trusses and rearranged some of the lumber and everything. But so there's so much room for activities. But yeah, this is going to be really spacious over here once we move the trailer. So anyways, got a little bit of extra material from that demolish. And then all the trusses down there by the canopy tent that we're going to get ready to go put up there. And we kind of bantered back and forth in regards to how we want to do that. And we're both kind of tired, so we're taking a little bit of a rest. But there's my lovely bride, petting the dog. Anyhow, we came up with a plan in order to put up all the trusses. The building that we took them off of was probably about 4 feet lower than this one, almost. And so we were able to just go up the ladder and lift them off, lay them on the ground, do the same thing on the other end, and then haul them away. Well, this thing is right at 11 feet tall. The previous one was, well, I guess it was about 8 or 9 feet tall, depending on where in the building you were. So what we've decided to do is we've put some cross braces on there, on that side and on that side, so that we can basically do intermediary steps. We'll put one end up on one, we'll put the other end up on the other, and then situate the ladders, and then lift them up and do the same thing on the other end. It's a little bit more time consuming, but I think it's going to be better for our shoulders and our backs and everything. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're actually as far as I was hoping to get today. So anything we do the rest of today is gravy as far as I'm concerned, which is good because we need to make up some time. It's supposed to get really cold and precipitate next week, which means we could be potentially getting a fair amount of snow on Thanksgiving-ish weekend. And we would like to have the travel trailer underneath before that happens. So let's say we get some work done. Hey everyone, just wanted to give you an update after working a long day and getting all those 45s up and then starting to work on those trusses. We worked through the system. Tara's idea of using that graduated step-up system seemed to work pretty well. It was a trial and error, though, in regards to the distancing, you know, how far it needs to go and the diagonals involved in order to be able to then pull the end of the truss back into the building to go then around up and over the top plate, because the overhang, the eave on those things is going to be 18 inches. And so actually 20 1/8 inch, but so there's a significant overhang, which makes it a little more challenging because you have to turn it diagonal in order to get it to lift up over those top plates. And that was a little problematic at first, and then we came up with a solution of a little brace in the middle in order to help us. And so Tara's manning the brace in the middle while I'm lifting on the ends, and it seemed to go pretty well. But I wanted to get this video out, and so here's the update. We had to shut things down. It was getting dark, and I go to work tomorrow, so we needed to get down into town and do some laundry and everything. So one of the drawbacks of living out in the roughage is that we don't have have our own laundry right at the moment. So that's been a bit of an adjustment for both of us, because we're both used to having laundry right in the next room over that we can go do stuff with. So anyhow, so there's our update. We got some stuff done. You'll see the picture. I'll put the picture on the end in regards to what it kind of looks like there in the twilight. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the process, and I know there's some people out there rooting us on in regards to the build and everything. So so this one's for you guys. So Homesteader out.